Morning children, today we are going to learn about the class 7 our environment. This is of geography. Let's move on to the first slide. See, what is an environment? The things which are around us is known as an environment. All of you know that. All of you know that. All the things, everything, humans, plants, nature, the nature, buildings are our environment. In our environment, all the living things are known as biotic components and the non-living things are known as abiotic components. You should remember this, children. Usually they ask this in MCQs. Now, do you know from which word the word environment is derived? This is derived from the French word environnement. In French, environment means neighbors. Plants, you should know that plants and human beings depend on their environment. Plants and human beings depend on their environment as the physical and chemical factors are linked due to the transfer of energy and material. You should remember this. I will repeat. The physical and chemical factors are linked due to the transfer of energy and material in the environment. So this means that all the physical factors and chemical factors are related to the environment. Means our physical factors, the plant's physical factors also all create the environment. They make the environment. The environment formed by nature is known as natural environment. It's a natural environment. We don't create it. It is formed by itself. And the environment formed by human beings is known as human environment. This environment is created by humans. As you can see in this picture, here buildings are there. Buildings are made by humans. And here there is only grass, rivers. No one can make rivers. So this is natural environment. These are some examples. Let's move on to the next slide. Major domains of the earth. There are 4 major domains of the earth. These major domains are the parts of the earth. They make up the earth. The 4 are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. All of these are the 4 domains of the earth. As you can see here, lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere and biosphere. You can see that atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere form the biosphere here. You can see this. Okay, let's move. Now lithosphere. Lithosphere is the crust or hard top layer of the earth. It is not layer, children, it is layer, L-A-Y-E-R, layer of the earth. It is made of soil and rocks and even the earth's crust. Now next, let's move on to the example is this. This is the Himalayas. Himalayas is also a part of the lithosphere. Any land is a lithosphere, is part of a lithosphere. Any land, like if you can take even mountains or plains, plateaus or tabletops, and etc. Now let's move on to the next slide, which is hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is the water domain of the earth. It has all the water bodies in the world, lakes, seas, oceans, and etc. Examples are here. You can see this: the sea, the ocean, and this is a sea. It consists of all the water bodies. Everything means everything: ponds, lakes, everything. Everything, children. You should know. You should know this. Atmosphere. It is a layer of gas which surrounds the earth. Everyone knows this, but do you know why this layer of gas is around the earth? This layer of gas surrounds the earth because of the gravitational force of the earth. The gravitational force of the earth pulls this atmosphere and keeps it near the earth. Remember this, children. This is a very important point. The atmosphere is surrounded by the earth because the gravitational force of the earth pulls it and keeps it near it. Because, do you know why we pull it? As it protects us from harmful rays and gives heat. It gives heat. Yeah, like when pollution, carbon dioxide goes up, then it enters the atmosphere. The atmosphere is a layer of gas. It holds it and stops it there, which gives us heat. Atmosphere is a reason why we have heat on earth. It also protects us from many harmful rays such as the ultraviolet rays of the sun, also known as UV rays. This atmosphere is mainly consists of many gases such as nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and etc. Nitrogen is the most amount of nitrogen is present in atmosphere. About to 71 to 73% of nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. You should even remember this, children, because this is also very important. Nitrogen, most amount of the nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. Next point, it is biosphere. The biosphere is the domain of Earth where the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and hydrosphere, and atmosphere both interact with each other. All of them become one and form this domain so that life can be formed. Only this part of the Earth supports life. The hydrosphere, the atmosphere, and the lithosphere all together form the biosphere. This has the plants and animals and human beings, everything. It is the place where water is there, atmosphere is present, and lithosphere is also there. This is the biosphere. Remember this also, children. This is also very important. Ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? Ecosystem is a system which is formed due to the interaction of all living organisms with each other. Example, let's take here. Sunlight and the heat allows here bacteria to grow. This bacteria allows these plants to grow. Right? And then here you can see insects. Let's take another example. Insects are eaten by frog is eaten by a snake, then snake is eaten by an eagle, and the eagle is eaten by some other animal. This is a food chain. This is not ecosystem, but the interaction of all organisms to live. Like, let's take it as here, fish need oxygen. Fishes interact with these plants because these plants provide oxygen. They absorb carbon dioxide and give out oxygen so that these fish can breathe, and these fish also help these plants to survive as they provide carbon dioxide for these plants to survive. I hope that you understood what is ecosystem. If you have any doubts, then please write it in the comment section. Now, what is a barter system? I think you have never heard of it. A barter system is a process of trading without money. It doesn't use any money. You can trade a card. It's like you're trading a flute for a tabla. People trade their items with one with each other. Each other is known as barter system. Here, no money is used. No money is used. This is the end of this chapter, children. This is a very small chapter, but this is also very important. Please remember this, and thank you.